Hello. In this video, we'll be talking about subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement is one of the most important topics in the writing portion of the SAT. Let's have a look at what it involves. Subject-verb agreement questions ask you to either identify bad relationships or fix bad relationships between the subject of the sentence and the sentence's main verb. The issue with subject-verb agreement questions is always an issue of number. If the subject is singular, we need a singular verb. If the subject is plural, we need a plural verb. Before we go further, let's identify subject and verb once again just to refresh. The subject of the sentence is the person or thing who is doing the action of the sentence. The verb is the action of the sentence. Let's have a look at how the SAT sets up tricky subject-verb relationships that can be a little bit hard to recognize. After this lesson, you'll be a master of it. The first trick that the SAT uses regarding subject-verb agreement is called collective nouns. Collective nouns are singular nouns that are made up of multiple or plural parts. For instance, the word team is singular, but a team is always made up of multiple players. The word class is also singular, but a class is always made up of multiple students. What happens with these questions is that the SAT matches up singular collective nouns with plural verbs. We need to be able to identify these situations and change them. Let's see how. For example, what's wrong with the following sentence? That team of soccer players are known to be the roughest in the league. Well, at a first glance it might sound okay, but there's a problem here. The first thing you should ask yourself is, what is the subject of this sentence? The subject is team, a singular noun. The problem, therefore, is that the verb are is plural and doesn't match our singular noun team, our singular subject team. And this is a pretty sneaky little trick on the part of the test makers. The phrase of soccer players is plural and is deliberately inserted between the singular subject team and the plural verb are so that we get used to the plural sound and think that are is correct. But as you noticed, and I agree, are should be is in this sentence. Let's look at another one. The second trick that the test makers use to try to fool us about subject-verb relationships is called intervening phrases. Intervening phrases are quite simply descriptions that appear between the subject and the verb in the sentence. Often they will obscure the relationship between the subject and the verb and confuse us as to whether we're looking for singular or plural verbs. The best way to deal with intervening phrases is to get rid of them. Let's look at an example. Jaywalking, a crime committed by many people in many American cities, are still against the law. Well, let's get rid of the intervening phrase. Now the sentence reads, jaywalking are still against the law. And I think you'll agree that that sounds pretty bad. We need to change the plural verb are to match our singular subject jaywalking. The sentence should read, jaywalking, a crime committed by many people in many American cities, is still against the law. Isn't it a little bit easier to hear the subject-verb relationship when we get rid of that intervening phrase? I think so. The third trick that the test makers use to obscure subject-verb agreement places the subject after the verb in the sentence. Oftentimes this can make it harder to hear the relationship between the subject and the verb. For example, what's wrong with this sentence? Although some people do not enjoy cold weather, there is many skiers who welcome the winter snow. Well, the subject of the sentence is skiers. Therefore, the verb is should be are. Skiers is plural, and the verb are is plural, and if we make that change, we're in good shape. Couple more random issues with subject-verb agreement. The words everyone, no one, everybody, nobody, and each should always be matched with singular verbs. Likewise, the phrases either or and neither nor always should be matched with singular verbs. The word all can be singular or plural depending on the context. For example, if I said, all of the wall is painted green, that's singular, and we use therefore the singular verb is. If I say all of the students are studying, we're talking about plural students, and therefore we use a plural verb, are. Let's have a look at a couple practice questions that test subject-verb agreement. Which underlined part of the following sentence is wrong? The record left by the Dead Sea Scrolls, ancient writings hidden in the desert, provide researchers with a valuable source of information about life in biblical times. Well, the problem here is that the subject of the sentence is record, which is singular. And if we say record provide, we have a mismatch. Provide might sound pretty good because we have a bunch of other plural words between record and the verb provide, but it's wrong. What we need to say is the record provides. Therefore, the underlined word provide is the wrong part of this sentence. Let's look at one more and I'll let you go. Depression has been studied for years, but only recently has the complex symptoms of seasonal affective disorder become known. Here we've got an example like the one we mentioned earlier where the subject comes after the verb. The subject here is the complex symptoms. That's a plural subject and therefore we need a plural verb. Has, which is singular, should be changed to have, which is plural in this sentence. All right, thanks for listening. Try to remember subject-verb agreement on the writing section because it will help you in a big way. Talk to you soon.